What's up, everyone? We are back with more Sonic CD, and let's jump right into it. We're at Tidal Tempest, Zone 1. Really love the volcano aesthetic up top. You don't see that too often. And here we go. So, some would call this zone the little brother or the estranged cousin to a Labyrinth Zone, and for good reason. You know, your typical Sonic water level, but it's not nearly as crazy as Labyrinth Zone can make you feel. Won't make you feel that bad. It's pretty simple. But we grab that pass sign, and let's see if we can time travel right here. Of course, the little spiky guy. You'll see these guys, the little like crabs, clawfish, the little clawfish. They have little spikes on top of them, which they will shoot out at you, and they will hurt. So beware of those. But we can time travel right here, and there we go. Nice and simple. One thing I will point out about this level is, and actually as the game as a whole, like I said, with every act having different music, you know, that's true. Every act, every part of every act, every different time zone of every act has different music. But there are two soundtracks for this game as well: the Japanese soundtrack and the American soundtrack. What we're listening to is the Japanese soundtrack, composed by Naoto Oshima. Or should I say Oshima Naoto? And he's also a composer for, oh, here's Metal Sonic. Also the composer for Sonic Generations. He composed some of Space Channel 5 for the Dreamcast, a couple different games like that. You know, he's been with the Sonic franchise for quite some time. Now, there's also an English soundtrack, like I had mentioned, and you know, every track is different except for the past music, which was kept the same. I want to say it was hard-coded to the game for some reason, or what have you, but yes, there is a separate soundtrack, and it is included in this game. And I'm thinking, because there's an extra playable character in Tails, I will play as Tails and show off the English soundtrack. Now, I do favor the Japanese soundtrack a little bit more than the English one, but as far as Tidal Tempest is concerned, the English present music is amazing. It's this, like, ska, jazzy, you know, cabaret singing, and it's so soothing. And as much as I like this music, those songs are amazing. So I will probably show off, good time travel spot right there, show off the English soundtrack at some point, probably with Tails. But here we are, finish off the first zone of Tidal Tempest, and we'll head to the third special stage. Here we go. Alright, now, well, that's pretty fitting. The third special stage is a nice underwater theme. I gotta say, I really like all these themes for these special stages. They are very weird. They don't seem to fit into generic psychedelic Sonic special stages. I mean, I think of every Sonic special stage, in the classic series at least, and probably in the 3D series too. The special stages are all these, like, you know, acid trips. Think of Sonic 2's half pipes and Sonic 1's mazes. Those things are crazy. These things, they definitely fit into that ballpark of not really making sense. I want to know where Sonic goes when he gets these time stones and chaos stones. Like, what is he doing that he's transported to this underwater sea lab? It kind of reminds me of Chemical Plant. It's just, I don't know. There's mountains down. I really don't get it, but it's awesome to us. Oh, and we're not gonna miss this. We're not gonna miss this. Here's that red and blue UFO I was talking about. See, it gives you 30 seconds, and there we go. Last UFO, and we get the time stone. 160 rings. Let's see. Maybe we should get an extra life here again. I believe so. Let's see. Teleportation. Yeah. Yes. There we go. Yep, so every 100 rings in a special stage, you're getting an extra life. For a minute, I thought it was by score, but yes, by rings. So back to Zone 2. Something you'll notice right as you start to the left, this wall starts moving, and there's a ring box there. If someone could please tell me how you get that, because I have no idea. it's just there, taunting you. And I'm not sure if you can get it in the past or future. I never really start this zone, or we'll get the past or future sign, and start this zone at a different time. So, but as you can tell, this is a corridor that just loops. You can fall down infinitely, and you'll just end up at the same spot over and over again. So what I like to do is come down where the spike ball is, and come down this way. These little blue orbs, these little blue fire things, they don't hurt you. They will push you along though. They're featured later in this level. Watch out for that little, that guy. Here we go. Come on now. Reminds me of that Gen 3 Pokemon. I can't remember his name right now. It involves in a masquerade. There's a pass sign up here, but it's very difficult to get to with these blue guys, blue fire things pushing you. Let's see if we can. Yeah, I might have to leave that one. There's one later on, so not to worry. Some more of these crab claw guys, and actually, do I want to go down here? Or do I want to go down to the left? Yeah, let's go to the right. Nothing over here. Well, let's actually jump and roll and go up here. And I believe if we head to the left, open this gate. Is there a sign? No, there's a ring box. Yes, there's a ring box. 2 ring boxes. Now we have enough to get into the special stage, so long as we don't get hit. Let's see. Okay, these blue fire guys are gonna get in your way again, but jump on that spring. And since they're pushing you, if you hold left while you're jumping on the spring, like I'm failing to do so here. Here we go. Hold left if it's hitting you. There you go. Get up here and pass on in a perfect time travel spot. So let's hit those springs and away we go. I wonder how many concussions Sonic has from stuff like this. I'm like, that must hurt. All right, and now we're in the past. Again, another rustic looking level. If you actually jump down right here from where you time travel and head to the left, you will find Metal Sonic. So let's destroy that. Like I said, there is an achievement for getting all the Metal Sonics. They don't do anything for really. All right, we might have to restart this one. I did not intend to time travel there, and we are getting all the generators. Oh, lucky, so lucky. Right next to a pass sign. I did not know that was there. So that actually is amazing. So here we go. Let's see if we can find another place to time travel. Actually, that might work well. This spring right here, if I can time it perfectly. Let's see. Jump here. Come on. Don't fall. Yes. All right, we're back in business. And actually, this puts us in a pretty good spot. You want to head up here in the past. Right through this little crevice. Yep, head up. It's going to take you out of the water. And if you stay on this high route, you're going to run into the robot generator. Be aware that bird will hit you if you are not aware he's there. I've been hit by that thing so many times. And like I said, just follow this top route, roll, and there is the generator. And this crusher thing, it seems like it's slow moving. It really does. But I've been killed by it so many times. Just don't even play with it. Not even worth it. And jump, and we're into the 4th special stage, excuse me. And this is actually my favorite one coming up in just a second. One thing I will point out in this brief interim is that you'll really rack up the lives in this game. You'll probably never really get the game over. Not much to die by, but yeah, let's see how many lives we get by the end of this. But as I said, this is my favorite special stage. One thing it reminds me of is Zeal, the palace in the sky from Chrono Trigger. That palace up there, it looks really nothing like it, but for some reason it gives me those vibes of Zeal when I first visited it when I played Chrono Trigger. But yeah, I really love this. And actually, for what was the name? Sonic Megamix, the fan ROM hack of Sonic 1. They use this as the background for the water level instead of having Labyrinth Zone. Well, they use Labyrinth Zone set pieces, but they also use this background as Sonic 1 Megamix. Now that's a game that I consider Let's Playing as well. The most recent update that I've played, it's actually very good. I enjoy it quite a bit. It's something I'll go back and play if I'm just like, sitting around, have some free time. I'll, boot it up on my laptop and just play it. So definitely check it out if you haven't got a chance. Sonic 1 Megamix. And there's our extra life, 4 time stones, 6 generators, and here we are at Zone 3, facing Robotnik. The good future, I really do like this good future. Everything's kind of, it looks kind of like ice, but it's kind of like metal. I don't even know. What you want to do is get on this platform, hold right, and jump all the way to the right. Get in that hole. There's your extra life. There's so many times where I'll jump down here and forget, and you get right here, you can't jump back up. You can't reach in there. So, always good to remember that. And let's head here. We get our shield, and jump up here. You get 3 ring boxes. 30 rings for your trouble. I have gotten all of the rings in this portion. The later boss fights, I haven't gotten them, but like wacky workbench at a later level we'll get to. But this one, it's relatively easy to get as long as you fall properly and move around. But yeah, let's chase Robotnik down these corridors. And actually, I'm not sure if I want to hit him all the way, because once you hit him a certain amount of times, he will change his route. So let's see if we can get all of the rings first. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I want here. So we're up to 78. 22 left. Anything else? Yep, so he loops back. Alright, so now he is fighting. Oh, you know what? I don't think we want to do that. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, this works perfectly. Oh, no, it doesn't. Nope, we missed 6 rings. Because there's 10 right here. 94. Oh, well. Not too big a deal. But here we are at Robotnik. He is in his little hovercraft underwater with jets, and it shoots these little orbs. And you only have to hit him once in this boss fight. Yep, only have to hit him once. The catch is he has a bubble shield, which is how Sonic stays alive in this boss fight. Why he does this, I don't know. I'm pretty sure everyone would assume he would just shoot the orbs at Sonic without the bubble shield to help him breathe, but he's Robotnik. He likes to give Sonic a fair fight. I don't know. But there you go. He's done. Bubbles pop. The water will drain. And we can go pop that capsule. In style, of course. There we go. Something else to point out. Unlike in Sonic 1, it might just be because this is the port, but unlike in Sonic 1 and 2, if you jump off screen while the score count comes up at the end of the zone, Sonic will still get screen locked and be sent to the next zone. He won't be able to run around and jump after the scorecard. Here we are, my favorite zone, Quartz Quadrant. This zone, I personally just love. The music is the best in the game for me. I love the aesthetic. I'm a big fan of Mystic Cave Zone in Sonic 2. I really love that aesthetic, and I love the music 1 and 2 player. So this zone really pulls a heartstrings. Sonic 2 was the first game I ever played when I was like 3 years old on my Sega Genesis 2. Not 1, but Sega Genesis 2. And so this zone really brings back some memories for me by association. But yeah, so Quartz Quadrant has this nifty little gimmick where you may have seen you can change the conveyor belts. When they are faced to the left, you will go backwards on them. Face to the right, you'll go forwards, and you can actually time travel them, because if they're going the opposite direction Sonic is falling, he'll start bouncing like that if you're in the up or down one. So here's our pass sign, and let's see if we can make good use of time travel here. And there we go. Nice and simple. I really should show off some more freestyle ways how to get time stones, but I'm probably terrible at that. So let's not even spare. Let's spare you the cringe-worthy moments, and we'll just do it the easy way. But here's the pass. I really love the pass, and actually this is just part of the level. So let me actually get to one of my more favorite parts of the level. I love it. It's a sea of quartz. I mean, and as a kid, I remember in 3rd grade, right? We would do this thing where we'd get a sandbox or whatever, they put minerals in them, and you dig them up. And it was just one of those things you learn about different stones. And quartz was always the one that's wow, it's not diamond, but it's kind of sparkly like diamond. It's kind of cool nonetheless. So, I don't know, maybe I just have some nostalgia for quartz, but here, after you exit the mine, you're in this forest. I really should be paying more attention because we have to get the generator. But yeah, there's this lake, little tree twigs floating in the lake. Here's the generator up here. And actually stay on the top and you'll be able to get Metal Sonic as well. But I just love it. It reminds me of, I don't know, it's just a perfect place. I'd love to visit this place. Let's see, can we get, I know where Metal Sonic is. Here he is. You'll see this little T-shaped tube or V-shaped tube. Jump through there, Metal Sonic. Boom. Now we can finish the level. But as I was saying, this is one place I think this game in general it has made so many places that have been like, I want to visit them. It's not like any other Sonic game like, oh, Hydrocity Zone. I don't think I'm gonna get there, or Lava Reef Zone. That's really not a real place, but this could be somewhere that you could actually go and visit. But yeah, we're done with Zone 1. Halfway done with my favorite, or a third of the way done with my favorite zone, favorite level, act, whatever you want to call it, and Special Stage 5. So we are getting up with these special stages. If I get to 6, I will stop, because once you get 7 time zones, you won't be able to get the last generators because they'll already be destroyed. Because once you have the time zones, it's assumed that Sonic went into the future and made a good future, thus destroying all the robot generators without you actually having to get them. So we'll only be getting 6 in this playthrough, but definitely when I show off Tails, we'll get all the time stones, and we will also check out the English soundtrack. So it's also neat just to fly around with Tails. Tails is a pretty cool guy. Can we get this? Can we get this? And these UFOs, just so you know, they're not randomized. They have a set path they follow, and if you can get on the right, timing, it's easy enough to get them. It's all about where you're jumping from, though. Let's see, this blue one kind of hovers. We'll get the red and blue UFO now, so that'll be easy enough. In the original game, from what I've seen, it seems like the hitboxes are kind of wonky. With the UFOs, you might run into them and you clip completely through them. It's a Sega CD game, so you got to give it some leeway for that. But there we go, 5th time stone. I keep wanting to say Chaos. I didn't really comment on the background, but the background, this also reminds me of Chemical Plant Zone. Kind of nice. I like these nighttime cities. Sonic games really have a great way of portraying cityscapes. So there we go. Our 1 life perfect ring bonus. There we go. And on to Zone 2. And back into the mines we go. You get a pass sign right at the start. And what you want to do, you don't want to go too far out of here, because Metal Sonic actually is right at the start. So if you head all the way to the end where the generator is, and then you end up skipping past Metal Sonic, you will kind of be bummed. So let's do this. Teleport right here, springs, and into the pass we go. And because we'll be getting the time stones as Tails, I'll have the chance to show off some of the bad futures with him. Because you can get the time stones in any zone. As long as you have 50 rings and jump into the special stage, you can get the time stones in the first act, or in the future, past, present, whenever. So I know I'm not showing off the bad futures here enough, but we'll get to that. There is Metal Sonic. I hope I can show off all the areas where Metal Sonic is. I think the next zone will be kind of difficult. I'm not too familiar with them. I've gotten them all. I've gotten all the achievements and whatnot, but the next zone is my least favorite zone. So it's a lot of people's least favorite zone. So I don't know if I'll be able to show him off. I think I know where he is, but I won't make any promises. Here we are. The zone's set up pretty much like the last one. You go through a mine, then you have your little opening, then you go through the mine again, and then the stage is over. But yeah, darn it. And I thought I had invincibility frames. Oh well. Yeah, those spikes will fall. And actually in the past, this is kind of handy. You switch this so it's going backwards, jump, don't do anything, and you're shot right into the robot generator. So that's nice and easy. Yeah, we're almost done with the zone. I will say this is my favorite music in the game as well. I may or may not have said that. This music, I will hum it, I whistle it. It's the best. I don't know what else to say. I could honestly just run back and forth here listening to it. I won't bore you guys, but I thought there was an extra life back there, but I guess I got it already. Yeah, so here we are, done with my favorite second full zone of the Quartz Quadrant. No special stage. And there you go. I really noticed we had, 8 lives, 7 lives at the start title numbers. We got, 4 or 5 lives just that quickly. So, like I said, you will rack up some lives. It's no Sonic 3 with your 30-some lives by the end of your playthrough, but you really shouldn't have any fear of dying. Now, one thing I will point out, nothing, this is not in any other act, any other zone, nowhere else have I ever seen this. You take the spring up here, This Sonic monitor right here. Can I zoom? Can I just, yes, this right here. This is like my favorite aspect of Sonic CD. It's such a small thing, but that TV, it just, I don't know what it is about that. But seeing Sonic and his signature finger waggle right there, it just makes me, it sets me off. I love that. It's just so cool. I mean, Dr. Robotnik has, you'll find him on his little TVs in different places, in different games, but there's nothing that just says, I just save the future in this zone than Sonic and his finger waggle. So I really love that. I wish that was in more places, but it's really quaint for just, this is the only places there's only stages in. So actually, and I'm going to show off how to get all 100 rings, shield, all that in here. So just keep an eye out for that. Not too difficult. There's like one jump you have to make sure you get everything. You have to kind of backtrack, but can we go down here? Are there any rings down here? No. So let's see. You're going to want to go up here, go to the left, get that shield and ring box. You're going to go through this, and instead of just falling out, you want to jump on this little ledge here and jump across, ring and invincibility, and you should be good to go. Oh no, we missed 8. Okay, so we'll go back. Not too much trouble. 4 down here, and it should be 4 right there. So there you go. 2 lives, shield, invincibility, the works. Here we are for Robotnik, and he's in his little ball dropper machine. Not really doing much, but yeah, there's spikes. Yeah, I shouldn't have failed there. Anyway, what you're doing, you're running on this treadmill, grinding up the bottom. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see my finger right now. You're grinding up the bottom of his little thingy, machine, whatever you want to call that thing, while avoiding these balls and avoiding the spikes on the left. And eventually you'll grind it down to the point where he can't stand it anymore. Really? See, that's what happens when you talk and try to play. It's just not as skillful. But yeah, you'll grind it up to the point where he can't stand it, and then he'll run away like a little scaredy cat, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, he's freaking out right now. But a well-timed jump will avoid those spike balls. And there you go. For some reason, the Fat Man is still faster than Sonic. But there you go. Done with Quartz Quadrant. And I guess that'll be the end of the video. So, thanks for watching. This has been Let's Play Sonic CD. Next time we'll head to Wacky Workbench and start a speedway. See you then.